we only had 5 trades and we only had 2 winners. But the way that we structure these trades, we're actually positive for the week. Backtesting is one of the most important things you can do to becoming a consistently profitable day trader. In this video, we're going to look at past market data, find patterns that tend to repeat, and we're going to use it for live trading. If you're new to my channel, my name is VJ. I'm on the path to becoming a consistently profitable day trader. In these videos, I share my thought processes, my wins and losses to ultimately help you become a better trader. If you want to follow me on this journey and learn from my mistakes, hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and let's jump into the charts. In this backtest, these are the rules. First, there needs to be a sweep of liquidity. Then we need to see a change of character. We enter on a fair value gap or order block, and then we target a 2R multiple. These are pretty straightforward rules, and the whole point is to make it very objective and easy to follow, even though trading is subjective. And this is all without using a higher time frame bias. Ideally, we do use a higher time frame bias to actually improve our win rate, but I want to see, hey, can we do this even if we don't really know what's going on in a larger time frame? Perfect. Let's get into this backtest. Price took out liquidity, went through, took out this. Now let's see if we can enter in on this order block, put a stop underneath here, target 2R. We get tagged in and we get stopped. All right, first trade was a loss, so let's continue. Looks like price took out buy side liquidity right here. There might be a change of character. I think this could be, but it did also come into this order block, so not sure where it wants to go, but for the purpose of doing this test, let's go ahead, enter short, even though this wouldn't necessarily be the highest quality just because there's an order block right here. And let's see if we get filled on this order block, and we do not. Regardless, we wouldn't have gotten filled. Whole bunch of chop here, nothing here to trade. Buy side's here now. And there we go, it is 4 o'clock. So we made just one trade today and it was a loss. All right, now we're looking at Wednesday. Wow, really tanking lower. Looks like there is a change of character, swept liquidity, price breaks through here. Now let's see if we can enter in on this order block. Stop below these lows, and then we're gonna target these highs to our trade. Let's see how it goes. We get tagged in and we get stopped. So far 2 losers this week, and this is why having a higher time frame bias is super important, because without it, you can't really navigate this as effectively. All right, so let's take a look at this. Price comes down, takes out sell side, punches through, so there is a change of character. After this, price comes into this low, high, lower, low, shoots up. So this is a breaker. So we could try to enter in long at the high of this, basically on this wick, and then we'll target 2R. I personally don't really trade breakers, but just want to see how this would go. Wow, and look at that. That actually does hit. So the 2R does work with this strategy. Perfect, so let's continue. And it's 4 o'clock. It's 8:30 on Thursday. Now we want to see if there's any willingness for it to reverse. Thing is, this could be a potential change of character, but price did actually deliver right to this order block, so probably not a good entry. Yes, price did go up, but honestly, this was not necessarily the best entry. And this is where having that higher time frame bias would be super useful, because then I would know exactly where we are in the grand scheme of things. Right now, I'm so blind in this back test. And the reason I'm doing it is, hey, if we just do a 2R, even if we're wrong on the direction, can we become profitable? That's what we're finding out right now. And price did sweep the sell side liquidity, but there's nothing here we could enter, so we just have to let it go. This might actually be a potentially good trade because price is going higher than this order block. It shows willingness to go higher. There's an order block and a fair value gap right here. So I think this would be a potential good long. Let's see if we get tagged in, and then I would target 2R. We did not get tagged in. It is cool to see price did go higher without us, unfortunately. There is a change of character here. Price actually came into this order block, so this looks like an institutional order flow entry drill. Usually when I see a fair value gap, I like the middle just because that's this type of person I am. Target 2R here. Yeah, so it goes without us, but I did see that it did institutional order flow entry drill. That should have been a telltale sign, because if it did another candle, that means I'm just wrong. But unfortunately, we did not get filled here. And that's it. That is 4 o'clock. All right, it's Friday, the last day. Let's do this back test quick. And then 9:30 just shoots up. So yeah, nothing here we could participate in. Price does sweep liquidity, breaks down. There's a change of character right here. There's a fair value gap order block, and price comes right into it. This is actually a place where I would have entered in short, put a stop there. We target 2R and let's see it play out. Perfect. It does bounce around in here for a while. It takes a minute, so it's not as quick as I would like it to, but for my understanding, for my comfort, just to learn, we start this at 10:35 and we don't get out until 11. It takes about 25 minutes for it to play out. VJ, just FYI, it doesn't need to go immediately in your favor, and even if it goes against you, it's okay. Just let the trade play out. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, leave a like and smash the subscribe button. It will really help with the YouTube algorithm, and it'll help us share our message with the trading community. Looks like it's just chopping around here for a minute. Oh, there we go. And that is 4 o'clock. So that is the end of the week. We only had 5 trades and we only had 2 winners. But the way that we structure these trades, we're actually up over $300 for the week. And that's how we should look at it from a statistics standpoint. Of course, our win rate would be higher if we were able to look at a higher time frame picture, but it's very difficult with TradingView toggling back and forth. So I'm just assuming that we have no higher time frame bias. And that's why we were only able to just take the trades that look good on the 1-minute chart without looking at the bigger picture. On the analysis tab, this of course includes 2 weeks of data. The strategies are no higher time frame bias, any type of liquidity sweep, a change of character, and how we enter, whether it was through an order block, a gap, a fair value gap, or a breaker. You could see that the win rates are not that good, right? 50%, 33%. I mean, we only had a sample size of 1 here, but it is 100%. So just assuming we didn't even include the last one, we're still positive over $200 for the week. But of course, with the breaker, again, sample size 1, we do push that in our favor, and over the 2 weeks, we are positive over $700. This shows that even if we don't have a higher time frame bias, we can still become consistently profitable. And that should be extremely encouraging for everyone watching this, including myself, because yeah, you're gonna mess up. You're not gonna get the higher time frame bias perfect every single time. But even without that, you can still make consistent profitability. If you want access to the spreadsheet, just click the link below. There's no sign-in required, nothing for you to opt into. It goes straight to the Google Sheets. You can actually download it, use it, and after using it, just leave a comment below. Let me know how you're liking it. If you have any suggestions, any improvements, that way I can improve it for all of us to benefit from. I really like going through this data and seeing that we don't need to actually have a higher time frame bias to become consistently profitable, but having it will help us take less likely trades. That will actually improve our win rate, and if we continue doing the 2R trades, we will actually become consistently profitable faster and even better. So this is very encouraging stuff, and that's why we do this backtest. If you enjoy this video, I think you're going to love this video.